First things first, as usual. I know it's backwards, but it's probably a good thing that it is. Today, I want to talk about opening yourself up to the truth, whatever that may be, even if it's uncomfortable. Sometimes the truth can hurt, but only if you aren't ready to hear it. So let me ask you this rhetorical question. If someone was lying to you and it affected everything in your life, would you want to know about it? It's like the Truman Show. Your life is controlled by an outside force, and everyone seems to say they know something, but won't tell you what it is, even though the evidence is right in front of you. Such as when the person you're talking to is showing off an item to an unseen camera. That's similar to how Truman slowly finds out that the whole city is fake, and that he wants to get out, but he's stopped at every turn, or it's made nearly impossible. Just like at the end of the movie, with the ocean not letting him get to the door of the sphere that surrounds the entire place. Rough waters are sometimes necessary to learn truths about yourself that you wouldn't have otherwise known or discovered. This isn't just a spiritual metaphor either. This can also apply to politics, friendships, family, and a whole lot more. It reminds me of the saying from George Orwell's 1984, which is this: the party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. Today, a lot of people are simply covering their eyes, ears, and mouths to what is happening. It's like those three monkeys. One covers their eyes, one covers their ears, and one covers their mouth, which apparently originates from the Japanese Koshin faith and represents a call for moral purity and prudence. Prudence is the ability to use reason to govern yourself, involving care, caution, foresight, and good judgment in managing affairs and avoiding unnecessary risks. And yet, some are instead doing the complete opposite, not covering any of their senses out of a twisted sense of virtue and are completely numb to it all, which is exactly how those in power want you. Sometimes it takes introspection and observation to see what is happening. Sometimes it takes speaking up, and sometimes it takes listening, even when you don't want to, and analyzing the words being said on either side. But doing so can really mess with your mind. It attempts to untangle confusion and rewire a brain that was wired to not care, and so distress can come up if you are doing it alone. That's why community is so important. Opening up to the truth is painful sometimes. That doesn't mean that you're a bad person right off the cuff. Sometimes that just means that you were raised a certain way and that's just how it was for you. There's a lot of reasons that someone could act the way that they do. But it's the choice to change that is the best choice that anyone could make right now. Sometimes opening up to the truth tells you that you had a hand in something that you didn't actually want. It reveals something within you that you have done that you are now appalled that you did, especially when it comes to politics right now. I know a lot of leftists will instantly shame someone who is now just waking up to the truth of the things that are happening right now. But I want to be one of the first people that tells you, you made it. I'm proud of you for diving within yourself and finding information and really weighing them against what you've been told. It takes a lot of courage to come to the conclusion that you did. I would also say, welcome to the resistance. There are no sides here, only the people against tyranny. This also reminds me of the movies we all cheered for when there was tyranny afoot, such as The Hunger Games or Star Wars or The Matrix, or like I mentioned earlier, The Truman Show. In every single one of those, you chose the resistance. You chose freedom. But in real life, choosing resistance is not an easy feat for those who fell for the propaganda. It works on everyone, but you always have a choice to change and grow, especially with knowledge. That doesn't mean that I or anyone else holds all the answers. It means that the pursuit of truth, the knowledge that you gain, is the only thing that will truly set you free. No matter what you're up against. No matter the size of your cage, you always have the key. Those in power just want you to forget that you have it. So, with that being said, as always, remember to keep your mind and your heart open. Peace.